Okay, hi again. Now we're going to talk with Professor Barbara Fritz from the Latin American Institute of the Freie Universität Berlin. And I would like to ask her, what was your motivation to writing this paper or adapting this presentation to our conference?
Well, it came from two sides. One side is that you have this eternal discussion on the reform of the global order that is not going that far, and that the countries are waiting for responses at the global level and not getting them. And that one alternative to global or partial alternative to global solutions of the financial disorder could be to recreate a regional financial order. And I wanted to know, I was quite curious and still am quite curious how far this can go in terms of providing policy space for countries and in terms of buffering regions against global shocks. And the other point was an empirical one. It is when you look at the world, you don't have not only the euro as the big example of common currency, but you have an enormous series of initiatives at the most different levels in all regions of the world. And I wanted to assess empirically and theoretically where the countries and the regions stand and how far this can go and how far you can translate the experience of the euro to developing countries and what are the significant systematic differences.
What were the main findings of your empirical part about these processes that have in place in developing countries regarding monetary cooperation or financial coordination?
First, that this world is a very colored one, that there are rich experiences in many parts of the world that you can gather together. For example, in Asia, there are big initiatives that are rather well known, like the Chiang Mai initiatives, but that you also have intensive monetary cooperation with South Africa, with its neighboring countries, a very limited knowledge on this kind of initiatives in the world. And third, regarding the region I'm working on, especially Latin America, you have a series of initiatives coming up in the moment, and I feel the need, it's quite important to systematize the debate on it. We had a discussion on Latin America if there is a perspective for regional monetary cooperation, and I think it's important to argue that beyond a common currency, there are many possibilities to cooperate in monetary and financial terms, as we can see in Latin America, and that they can bring advantages in terms of protecting countries against global shocks and bringing them more together in terms of making their economies more stable.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your comments. This was all for now.